Really? They're still together? Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 movie couples we wish had broken up.
What do you like to touch first? You always loved my shoulders.
Oh, yes, your shoulders. And especially in the right jacket.
For this list, we're taking a look at movie couples that would have probably made audiences happier if they hadn't stayed together, because they were unlikable, they weren't good for each other, or they just shouldn't have been together at all.
Just get out of the car.
I'm not gonna get out of the car in the middle of nowhere, no.
Get out of the car.
No.
I own this car. Get out of my car.
No.
We're excluding couples that actually did break up during the film though, such as Anastasia and Christian from 50 Shades of Grey.
I would like to know more about you.
There's really not much to know about me.
Number 10. Benjamin Braddock and Elaine Robinson, The Graduate. What is probably a common fantasy for many young males is to be able to date a girl who also has a beautiful mom.
I guess you kind of lost interest in it over the years then.
Kind of.
However, unfortunately for our pal Dustin Hoffman, his girlfriend's mother is Mrs. Robinson, who adds some negative features to that fantasy after she tries to seduce him.
Oh, God. Oh, let me out.
Since initially everyone but Mrs. Robinson wants Ben to be with Elaine, this causes the couple to experience a roller coaster of rudeness, deception, and traumatizing events.
My whole life is such a waste. It's just nothing. I'm sorry.
In this relationship, we feel especially sorry for Elaine, as she has to suffer the most because everyone around her thinks Ben is such a terrible guy.
Are we getting married tomorrow?
No.
The day after tomorrow?
I don't know. Maybe we are, maybe we're not.
A breakup, at least for Elaine's sake, just seems like the best choice, especially considering how uncertain their future is.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Number 9. Elliot and Alma Moore, The Happening.
Are you joking?
It's tough to get past the boyfriend and girlfriend stage when you have zero chemistry together. But the fact that Mark Wahlberg and Zooey Deschanel are husband and wife in this film and still have zero chemistry together makes this couple even more unlikable.
We can't just stand here as uninvolved observers!
I need a second, okay? Just give me a second!
We're not gonna be one of those assholes on the news who watches a crime happen and not do something. We're not assholes!
Just a second!
We understand that this is a thriller and that the couple was in danger half the time. But that should be all the more reason for you to want to make sure that your spouse is safe and that you can comfort him or her.
You bought me the mood ring.
It turned purple when you wore it.
Then you said, that means you're in love.
Instead, Elliot and Alma's displays of emotion to each other are so dry they make you think they're actually strangers that are being forced to like one another.
I'm feeling really guilty in case we're gonna die. I just wanted you to know that.
You lied to me?
Number 8. Anakin Skywalker and Padme Amidala, Star Wars Episode 2: Attack of the Clones.
You are in my very soul, tormenting me.
We have to be fair with this entry. One of the reasons this movie couple failed to be realistic or at least likable was because of the dialogue the actors were given for the characters.
I've been dying a little bit each day since you came back into my life.
What are you talking about?
I love you.
Hayden Christensen and Natalie Portman's lines were so corny that not even Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet could make the scenes between them romantic.
I'm haunted by the kiss that you should never have given me. My heart is beating, hoping that that kiss will not become a scar.
Since Christensen is playing the role of an arrogant and jerkish Jedi, having a love interest thrown in the mix doesn't really sound good on paper, and it definitely did not translate well to the screen either.
From the moment I met you, all those years ago, not a day has gone by when I haven't thought of you.
George Lucas, you did a fantastic job with Han Solo and Princess Leia, but these two missed the mark.
If you're suffering as much as I am, please tell me.
Number 7. Peter Brackett and Sabrina Peterson, I Love Trouble.
Honey, we've been rescued.
What are you doing? Don't do this to me, please.
After Nick Nolte and Julia Roberts' rival reporters turn into lovers in this flick, the relationship between the two instantly goes downhill.
Boys! Hi, boys! Look! A double-spotted platypus! They're very rare! You're missing it!
It's such an awkward transition from enemies to lovebirds that the two actually look better when they do not get along.
Oh, by the way, I never did thank you for the mutt. He's been quite an addition to my life.
Well, you're very welcome. I hope you named him after me.
To top things off, their characters' initial hatred seemed to transfer into real life, as the actors actually didn't get along on set either. Or maybe it was the other way around, and that's why barely anyone believed their on-screen coupledom.
Because you and I both know this is the story of our lives, and no matter what you say, I know you'd rather be an ace reporter than a second-rate novelist.
Either way, with Nick Nolte claiming Roberts was not a nice person, and Roberts describing Nolte as disgusting, maybe Hollywood should make sure these two never work together again.
Oh, God.
Atta girl.
Number 6. Justin Bell and Kelly Taylor. From Justin to Kelly.
So your party guy reputation, that's just a perk.
Well, it used to be.
The fact that Justin Guarini and Kelly Clarkson developed feelings for each other thanks to their American Idol days and briefly dated is interesting, to say the least.
How are you with seasickness?
Well, I'm okay for the first 10 minutes, but after that, you might want to step back.
Yeah, thanks for the advice.
Okay, so that revelation wasn't actually made until way after this film came out, but it's definitely something to note when thinking about this rom-com.
And you accuse me of being a player. Well, you're the one playing games with me, Kelly.
With an extremely socially awkward Justin, and a Kelly who is completely oblivious about how to act around guys. From Justin to Kelly features such a dull romance between the two that it makes you wonder if their real-life relationship was just as bad.
Well, good night.
Good night.
Yes, they are both musically talented, but that seems to be the only thing the on-screen pair has in common. We're not even going to touch the extreme lack of chemistry they had going on.
First of all, the whipped cream is a very small part of our business.
You know what? Goodbye.
Kelly, wait.
Number 5. Milo Boyd and Nicole Hurley. The Bounty Hunter.
Absolutely.
I mean, life is about making mistakes, right?
We're used to Jennifer Aniston showing intense love for either Brad Pitt or at least David Schwimmer, and even Vince Vaughn on occasion. But in this romantic action comedy, Gerard Butler plays an ex-cop turned bounty hunter as well as Aniston's ex-husband, while Aniston's a reporter who's been arrested for assault, and their relationship status just isn't all that fascinating.
Hey, you trying to seduce me?
Yeah, I am.
After Nicole skips her bond hearing and has a warrant put out for her, Milo gets the job of bringing her to the slammer. Every second that the two are on screen seems like a bad on and off romance between teenagers. The dialogue is dry and the moments that are supposed to be romantic instead feel flat. With a performance like this, perhaps it's fitting then that the two characters end up behind bars together.
You cannot be putting me in a trunk! You cannot be serious!
I'm dead serious.
Number 4. Longfellow Deeds and Babe Bennett. Mr. Deeds.
Great. Well, we can't go out drinking because I got our company in trouble.
Oh, that's okay. I was brought up never to drink alcohol.
When you're a young man who suddenly inherits millions of dollars, people will often think you're too immature to handle all those newfound riches. And that's what the peppy tabloid reporter Babe Bennett initially thought of Longfellow Deeds when she heard this had happened to him. At first, she only wanted the big scoop on his unexpected inheritance, but the bumbling Deeds manages to woo her off her feet.
Whoa. Please, let me take you to the emergency room.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be all right. I just need to perhaps walk it off. Or could you?
Sure.
But Babe's damsel in distress personality, along with Longfellow acting as if he had never dated a woman before, creates a very awkward looking couple.
What brings you to the big city?
Actually, I just inherited $40 billion.
Well, that's nice. I think anything over 30 billion is just gravy.
Longfellow is so simple-minded at times that it makes one think that Babe should probably drop him off at school instead of going out to eat with him. The two simply do not match.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. That was unbelievable.
Number 3. Frank Tupelo and Elise Clifton Ward. The Tourist.
Invite me to dinner, Frank.
What?
What? Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie make a bad on-screen couple? How can this be? They're both gorgeous and they're talented actors.
You're ravenous.
Do you mean ravishing?
I do.
In this romantic comedy thriller, Angelina Jolie's character Elise is insanely shallow. At first, she leaves Depp's character Frank to be arrested by the police, but then later tries to keep him out of trouble after she starts having feelings for him.
You're kind of worried about me, aren't you?
Yes.
And I'm worried about you.
Throughout the film, Frank constantly gets into danger thanks to Elise's troubled occupation. And we can feel Frank's pain through the uneasy delivery of his lines and the lack of emotion on his face whenever he's with Elise.
Where I come from, the highest compliment they can offer a person is to say that they're down to earth. Grounded. I hate it. Drives me nuts.
Or maybe that's just a sign that the actors really lacked on-screen chemistry. And the film's mostly negative reception attests to that.
Why is all this happening? Why is everyone trying to kill me?
Number 2. Edward Cullen and Bella Swan, The Twilight Saga.
I like watching you sleep. It's kind of fascinating to me.
All you Twilight fans, let's be honest here. Even though you may love them together, Bella and Edward have a very strange relationship.
I've never wanted a human's blood so much in my life.
I trust you.
Don't.
I'm here. I trust you.
Both of them failed to show any realistic affection to each other, and almost every scene they have together seems like they're trying too hard to be a believable couple.
I needed to make you see me once. You had to know that I was alive, that you didn't have to feel guilty about anything. I can let you go now.
All of Edward's attempts to keep Bella safe from all of the other evil vampires and other supernatural creatures are dull.
Why?
Yeah, absolutely, all the time.
Lie better.
Their relationship also adds a dark vibe to the knight in shining armor cliche. And the only thing positive about their relationship appears to be that they would be considered cute if you were into emotionless relationships.
It's highly dangerous.
It's a good thing you're bulletproof.
Before we look at the worst movie couple, let's look at some honorable mentions.
I thought Disneyland was the friendliest place on Earth.
No. Disneyland is the happiest place on Earth. Ray is the friendliest place. People probably get them confused all the time.
You look very pretty, though.
Thanks.
By the way.
Yeah, I just thought, I don't know, I thought maybe it'd be cool to hang out a little bit, and we didn't really get to talk that much last time, so I thought.
That we didn't.
Do you have real feelings?
Of course I have real feelings.
For what?
For you!
Well, the grown-ups have to go to work today. What are you gonna do all day?
I don't know yet. I'd rather do nothing and be happy than do something I know I don't love.
Words to live by, Yanni.
Beat it, worker drone. Tell the man I say hi.
Whatever, loser.
Hey, don't get hit by a bus. Or do.
I'm just gonna say it like it's a completely matter-of-fact thing. Guess what?
What?
I'm a witch.
Guess what?
What?
I'm a Clippers fan.
No, not the afternoon.
You're such a brown noser.
Oh, and you were such a
I
superficial
told you I wanted it
space
in the
cadet.
morning.
What makes you think you can get teachers to change your grades?
Doesn't he understand?
Only the fact that I've done it every other semester.
In the morning.
Number 1. Larry Gili and Ricky, aka Rochelle. Gili.
Oh, and in case you're interested, my life sucks.
Okay, so a lesbian assassin and a lowly mobster. How does that work? The Bennett relationship was a big deal in Hollywood during the time of this movie's release, so you would think a movie featuring J-Lo and Ben Affleck as a couple would have blown up.
You know, I bet you'd look awesome in some mascara.
I'm not sure how to take that.
It's a compliment.
Of course, the opposite occurred, and the relationship between Larry and Ricky is mostly to blame.
In every relationship, there's a bull and a cow. It just so happens that in this relationship right here with me and you, I'm the bull. You're the cow.
After Ricky is assigned to help Larry with a kidnapping, things immediately start to take a turn for the uninteresting. As the film progresses, we witness Larry announce his love for her, but it's an awkward mess.
Because I got this f***ing beautiful, sexy, gorgeous, heartthrob-orama, f***ing smart, amazing, bombshell, 17 on a f***ing 10-scale girl sleeping in a bed right next to me.
The emotions between them are basically non-existent, and their sex scene is very uncomfortable, both of which give the impression that the actors were being forced to film this movie. With acting like that, is it any wonder Julie is often cited as one of the worst movies ever? And that Ben and Jen broke up a few months after the film's release?
She thinks I'm beautiful.
Yeah, she's blind in one eye.
Do you agree with our list?
Another question you need never ask.
Which movie couple do you think should have separated?
I think our lives are about to be destroyed anyway.
For more peppy top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to MsMojo.
Isn't there one at the Taft Hotel? What is the matter?
Nothing.